Hey everyone, welcome back to Databits Central, your hub for mastering data science one step at a time. And today, we're diving deep into Jupyter Notebook, the ultimate tool for coding, analyzing, and sharing your data science projects. In this video guide, I'll show you how to use Jupyter Notebook like a pro, with real-world examples and my favorite tips to save you time and boost your skills. Whether you caught my Anaconda video or you're joining fresh, this is for beginners ready to level up. So hit that like button if you're excited, grab a coffee, and let's get coding. Let's start with the basics, how to launch and use Jupyter Notebook. If you got Anaconda installed from my last video, you're set. If not, first go and watch the video to install Anaconda, then come back to this video. Open Anaconda Navigator, find Jupyter Notebook, and click Launch. Your browser pops up with a File Explorer. This is your Jupyter dashboard. Click New, then choose Python 3 to start Notebook. You'll see cells, little boxes for code or notes. Type print, hello, Jupyter, and hit Shift+Enter to run it. Instant feedback, that's Jupyter's magic. Jupyter Notebooks have two different modes of interaction, command mode and edit mode. In command mode, you can navigate between cells, add and delete cells, and change the cell type. In edit mode, you can edit the contents of a cell. In order to enter command mode, you can either press Escape button or click outside a cell. Let's add cells with pressing the button A for above, button B for below. Try it, but make sure you're in the command mode. Now click on a cell to activate edit mode and type X equals 5 in one cell, then X plus 3 in another. Run each with Shift+Enter. Jupyter runs code step by step, and that's perfect for testing. You can save the notebook with Control+S and name it something like My First Notebook. Here is a pro tip. Jupyter autosaves, but don't risk it. Let's do a quick use case. Basic math. In a cell, type import numpy as NP. As you see here is an error says no module named numpy. That's because we didn't install it. To install numpy, type the following command, conda install numpy. After numpy is installed, import it again, then type the following line of code to calculate the sum of this list of numbers. That's numpy, the numerical Python library. Run this cell and you get 10. Now add this line in another cell to calculate the average. Average is 2.5. This is Jupyter breaking down calculations. Ideal for math homework or data experiments. That's your Jupyter kickstart. Now let's explore what it can really do. Jupyter isn't just a calculator. It's a powerhouse for data science. Here are 3 killer use cases with demos. Use case number 1 is analyzing a dataset. Type import pandas as PD, then run the cell. Oh, it's the same error again. We see this error before, and you know what it means. Right? It means we need to install pandas. The command to install pandas is like what we used before to install numpy. Type conda install pandas. Wait until it's finished. After that, re-import pandas again. Then type the following line of code to create a data table. Pandas makes tables easy. Run the cell by pressing Shift-Enter. Now you can see the data table. Then add data.describe. Instant stats like mean and max. It's perfect for school projects or checking quiz scores. Let's move to C case number 2, plotting data. But before getting into an error again, we start with installing Matplotlib by using the following command, conda install Matplotlib. After it's installed, type import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Then type the following line, Matplotlib draws graphs. Run this cell. It's an instant line chart. You can add a title using plt.title and let the title to be My First Plot. Rerun the cell to get the updated graph. Now you can view the updated plot. Great for visualizing trends. The last use case is collaboration. To add a markdown cell, click the drop-down menu, pick Markdown, then type #project plan, and then type step 1, analyze data. Run the cell. You see a formatted text and mix of code and notes in one file. Let's download and share file. Go to File, then Save and Export Notebook as, and choose HTML to share. Let's open the exported file and see how it looks like. You can email it or post to GitHub. Jupyter is your portfolio builder. These use cases show Jupyter's range. Let's discover some pro tips. You will find useful tips here to speed up your workflow, troubleshoot errors, and improve your productivity. From essential keyboard shortcuts to advanced magic commands, we'll talk about 8 tips to make Jupyter your superpower. First tip is shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts can save you significant time. In order to apply these shortcuts, you need to be in the command mode, where you can navigate around your notebook using the arrow keys. We use some shortcuts before, like Shift+Enter to run a cell, and keyboard button A to add a cell above, B button to add a cell below, Escape button to activate command mode, and Enter to activate edit mode. Now, press Escape button to switch to command mode, then Control+Shift+H for the shortcut list, Shift+Enter to run cells, Double D to delete cells, and so on. Give it a try. Shortcuts speed you up big time. The next tip is displaying multiple outputs in Jupyter Notebook cells. By default, Jupyter Notebook only displays the output of the last command within a cell. For example, let's display the data table we created before, and create another data table called Data2 and then display it. If we try to display both tables in one cell, Jupyter will only display the last table. In this case, only Data2 table is shown. However, you can change this behavior to display all outputs by using the following Jupyter Notebook trick. Import interactive shell from IPython, then set interactivity equal to all. Let's try to display both tables again. Here we go, the data and Data2 tables are displayed. Let's move to the next tip, magic commands. Jupyter Notebook is built on the IPython kernel, giving you access to a wide range of powerful IPython magic commands. These commands can enhance productivity and simplify your workflow, providing shortcuts for common tasks like plotting, system calls, and debugging. In your notebook, open a new cell. To view all available magic commands, run the following in a cell: %sign ls magic. This is a list of both line magics, which operate on a single line, and cell magics, which affect entire cells. Let's try some other magic commands. In a new cell, type the following: %sign env and run it. This command displays a list of all current environment variables. Another important magic command is $%sign time. This magic command measures the time taken to execute all the code in a cell and displays the CPU time and total elapsed time, named as wall time. The next tip is executing shell commands. Jupyter Notebook allows you to execute shell commands directly within cells, making it easier to manage files, install packages, and interact with the system without switching to an external terminal. This is done by prefixing the shell command with an exclamation mark. To list all CSV files in your current working directory, use the ls command with an asterisk sign, then .csv to match the file extension. Let's try this one. Run this command in a new cell. Here are all CSV files in the current directory. You can install Python packages using the shell within the notebook and then verify the installation. Let's install NumPy using shell commands. Done. After running this cell, we will see if this package is installed. If yes, we will see its version. And we can display all the installed packages and their version by using this shell command. Why do you need to use shell commands? Shell commands in Jupyter streamline your workflow by letting you perform system-level tasks, manage files, and handle package installations all within the same notebook. This keeps your work centralized and allows for better project organization and reproducibility. One of my most favorite Jupyter Notebook tricks is the ability to embed beautifully rendered mathematical formulas using LaTeX within Markdown cells. LaTeX is a typesetting language designed for creating well-structured documents. Instead of relying on plain text shortcuts to represent equations, LaTeX allows you to display mathematical symbols. There are two main ways to use LaTeX. Inline math mode. We use single dollar signs to embed mathematical expressions directly within a line of text. And display math mode. We use double dollar signs to center the expression and display it on its own line with larger formatting. Let's try inline math mode. In your notebook, add a new markdown cell, then type the following. To show Pythagorean theorem within inline mode and the summation function within display mode. And the summation function within display mode. The next tip is multi-cursor support. Jupyter Notebooks support multiple cursors, a feature similar to what you'd find in code editors like Sublime Text or VS Code. This could be a game changer when editing repetitive code or making bulk changes within cells. To enable multi-cursor mode, simply click and drag your mouse while holding down the Alt button. As you see, we added comma in all lines with one click. The next tip is install libraries. In Jupyter Notebook, you can install any library you want to use. For example, let's install scikit-learn library, which used for machine learning projects. No terminal needed. Open a new cell and type this line, pip install scikit-learn. And now you installed scikit-learn library. Let's move to the last tip we have today. We will learn how to clear output in Jupyter Notebook. Sometimes you need to keep your notebook tidy. A fresh start without clutter. Click right button on your mouse and choose Clear Outputs of all cells. Master these tips, and you're a Jupyter ninja. That's it. You've mastered Jupyter Notebook with Databits Central. If you love this, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. New videos are consistently being released to keep your data skills sharp. Comment below. What's your favorite tip? If you find any trouble or error, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Keep coding, and see you soon.